So good afternoon, everybody. I'm very glad to be here representing Aliaxis Spain and Portugal. Okay, I'm Jaime Conde. I am a segment and product manager for water and gas infrastructures. Okay, I'm in the marketing and sales division in Madrid, Spain, and I'm here today to talk to you about very trendy topic, which is today lately in the news, which is the water reuse and water utilization. Okay. And during the presentation, I'm going to be giving some highlights of how important it is to, let's say, reuse the water appropriately and efficiently, okay, to fight water scarcity. So the project I bring here today to talk to you about is the largest water treatment plant in the world, which is located in Egypt. Okay. This project was sponsored by the Egyptian Armed Forces Military Works Department, and was constructed in a joint venture between Arab contractors and Orascom construction firm. Okay. The engineer, the EPC selected was Acciona Water, who was our main or direct customer, and we provided Acciona Water with more than 4 kilometers of plastic pipes, 300 manual motorized valves, and up to 7,600 fittings to connect the valves with the different pipes in thermoplastics. Okay, so I'm going to give you sort of a preamble. So nowadays, water covers around 70% of our planet, which this doesn't mean that we have plenty of water for us. This is totally the opposite. Actually, only 3% of the world's water is considered as fresh water. Okay, let's say the water that we bathe in, that we use to drink, or we use to irrigate our crops. Okay. In fact, only 2/3 of these 3%, only 1/3 is usable, and 2/3 is hidden in frozen glaciers in different parts of the world. Let's say, meaning that this part of this water is unreachable. Okay? So, taking this into consideration, together with the climate change, which is altering the weather patterns in the world, causing floods in some part of the world and droughts, particularly in Europe this summer. I don't know if you've seen the news lately, but at least the rivers in UK, in Germany, and in Spain are drying up, and the water reservoirs, for instance, in Spain, are at its lowest capacity in 100 years. So it's very, very important to reuse the water that we have and to use it efficiently. Okay. So this is the project that I was presenting before. Is Bahr Al-Baqar water treatment plant. Okay. This plant, to give you a few facts, is the largest in the world. Okay, it has 4 treatment lines, and it can treat up to 5.6 million cubic meters per day. That is around 2 billion cubic meters per year of water. Okay, that is quite a lot. In fact, it can provide fresh water to around 11 million people in that area, and it can also provide water to irrigate 140,000 hectares of farmland in that community. So it's a game changing, because before people used to irrigate their crops with the contaminated water coming from the channels, so causing diseases and damaging the environment. So this is very good for the local community and for the Egyptians. Okay, actually around 80% of the water that we have is not treated, and these type of facilities, what they do is they, let's say, accelerate the process of purifying the water and bringing it back to the ecosystem, okay? Preventing diseases and helping the environment. As I said, this project is located around 10 kilometers south from Port Said, okay, really close to the Sinai. It's the largest in Africa, for sure. And as I said before, the water wasn't treated, and now it's treated, okay, helping the local community. You can see it here. I'm going to go over the process just at high level. Okay, basically the water is pumped from one of the channels into the treatment lines. Then there's the coagulation and flocculation processes. Okay, then the water passes to the next stage, which is sedimentation. All the sediments are sent to the sludge digesters. Okay, to use that, let's say, waste for future purposes. And the water that is, it goes to the next stage, which is the filtering stage. In this stage, 120 filtration discs are used, okay? Like the one that we have in the booth, that you can see. If you come to the booth, you can take a look at it. And then at the very last stage of the process, it goes to the disinfection here. In this stage, chlorine is injected, and the water is finally fresh and clean to be used for water supply or to irrigate their crops. In this case, as I said before, our main customer and the project leader of this project was Acciona Water. They are world leaders in constructing this type of water treatment plants all around the world, using the latest techniques and always taking care of the sustainability and consuming less energy consumption. Okay. And then as I said before, we are the ones that supply the pipes, the fitting, and the valves to Acciona in different thermoplastics. We are a multinational company, Aliaxis, with more than 15,000 employees, and we are present in more than 40 countries. So we are very close to our customers and the projects. So basically, the needs of this project were that they needed very light equipment, a wide variety of plastic valves and fittings and pipes, and let's say chemical, long-lasting solutions, and with high resistance to different fluids. So the offer was that we offer PVCU, polypropylene, and PVDF thermoplastics. Okay, the PVCU was mainly used for ferric chloride applications. Then the polypropylene was used for sodium bisulfite systems, and the PVDF, which is the valve that we have right here, an example, it was used to conduct acids. In this case particularly, it was used to conduct sulfuric acids at 98% concentration. So yes, let's talk about the product that we brought here. This is a butterfly valve in PVDF in 200 millimeters diameter and electrically actuated. We also have it, it can also be actuated pneumatically. The main advantages of this product is that, let me go this way, is that it's very light. It has very good chemical compatibility. It's ideal to conduct acids, in this case, sulfuric acids. And it has a very long last for around 100 years. And it can resist up to 100 degrees Celsius temperatures. So this is ideal for acids, but we have it in different materials as well, okay, in PP and other materials. It can also admit DIN and ANSI flanges, okay, and it can also be installed as an end-line valve, bottom discharge valve, or tank dump valve. And this is pretty much it. At 4 p.m., we're going to be giving another speech on hydrogen, which is going to be given by Darren Johnson from Aliaxis Canada, and nothing else. Thank you very much, and see you around. We are in booth C23, okay? That's it.